Hey everyone, welcome back to another top 10 video. Sorry if my voice is a little bit off than usual. It's just that I've had a cold lately, and I have had to record this a few times, so apologies in advance, but this time I'm going to be doing a top 10 video of movies that I think need a sequel. Now, some of you may be wondering, Max, didn't you already do a top 10 video like that 3 years ago? Well, yeah, but this time I'm going to remake it since I've come up with some better choices in my opinion to include both live action and animated films this time. Before I get to my list, let's just hear some honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are Joker, Cruella, Jungle Cruise, Inside Out, Howl's Moving Castle, and Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Great films. Coming at number 10 is Edge of Tomorrow. This awesome sci-fi movie starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt is one that I would love to see a sequel to. With a world that they created and all these alien-like creatures, the ending, while a little bit satisfying, did get me wanting more, so I do hope we get more someday. Number 9, Dread. This is a very popular opinion that I think anyone who has seen this movie can agree with me on. While it got brilliant reviews, it didn't do so well at the box office. Why? Probably because of the memories of the 1995 Judge Dredd movie that they thought it would just be like that. But it was much better, and I watched the 2012 Dredd movie, which I'm talking about here, for the first time recently, so yeah, I would love to see sequels to it someday. Coming at number 8 is True Lies. This is a very underrated James Cameron movie, and I saw it for the first time as well recently and loved it. Seeing how Arnold Schwarzenegger does do a lot of sequels, I'm very surprised that this film never got a sequel, but I would love to see one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis back. Yes, I know James Cameron is doing Avatar sequels instead, but still. Coming at number 7 is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm shocked that this live-action animation hybrid movie never got a sequel. I know Bob Hoskins is dead now, but tunes like Roger and Jessica never age, so maybe they could do a prequel about how Roger met Jessica, or perhaps a sequel with Roger teaming up with a different detective and dealing with the animation industry being dominated by CGI. As long as you got some more cartoon characters and even new Disney characters to make cameos in the movie, I would be up for a sequel, and I would love to see it. Coming in at number 6 is Hey You Guys, The Goonies. Since the 80s was known for doing a lot of sequels, I'm shocked that this movie never got one. Sure, the actors are all grown up now, but I would love to see a sequel with them as adults, with the next generation of Goonies going on more treasure adventures, but discovers some pirates or folklore or ghosts. Some are saying it will never happen, but hey, Goonies never say die. Coming at number 5 is Kiki's Delivery Service. This is definitely one of my favourite Studio Ghibli films, as well as one of my personal favourite films from Hayao Miyazaki. If there's any Ghibli film that I think deserves a sequel, it would have to be this one, since I would love to see Kiki as an older witch, go on more adventures and even see more of the other characters again. Coming at number 4 is The Great Mouse Detective. I'm very surprised that Disney never made a sequel to this movie back in the day, like the late 80s or early 90s even. It's inspired by Sherlock Holmes, and considering how that's a series, why not give The Great Mouse Detective a sequel? Because I love this movie. Basil of Baker Street, Dr. Dawson, Olivia Flamisham, Professor Matican, and based on the ending, I still think it could do the sequel, since it could have been about Basil and Dawson solving more cases together, like helping that female Alice, I forgot which one it was, who was missing a ring. So yeah, I would personally hope, I don't know if we'll get it, but I would love to see a sequel to The Great Mouse Detective. Number 3 is Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Galaxy Quest. Come on, give us another Galaxy Quest. Star Trek spawned multiple films. We should have more Galaxy Quest as well, since it's gained a cult status over the years, and Yes, I know Alan Rickman is dead now, so which means he can't come back as Alexander Dane, Dr. Lazarus, but we still got Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Tony Shalhoub, and Sam Rockwell to return, along with some of the other actors. So yeah, please, make Galaxy Quest 2 happen. Alright, number 2 is Spaceballs. This is another great parody film, and a pretty funny one, and one of my favourite Mel Brooks movies. Plus, if Star Wars can become a franchise, why not do the same for Spaceballs? Sure, John Candy can't come back as Barth since he passed away, but we still have the other actors to return. Maybe the next film could be a parody of either the Star Wars prequel trilogy or the sequel trilogy. Who knows, but I would love to see a sequel to this movie, personally. And the number 1 movie that I personally think needs a sequel is The Adventures of Tintin. Out of all the movies on this list, this is the one that I really want a sequel to, since it's based on the Belgian comic book series, which I've read, and I would love to see Tintin get a sequel. Definitely an excellent collaboration between Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg. The motion capture animation is very well done. The action and adventure is entertaining. It gives you Indiana Jones vibes. So yeah, if you're watching this, Spielberg, I know you're busy with other projects at the moment, but just please, whenever you can, get back together with Peter Jackson and start working on the Adventures of Tintin sequel. So yeah, that's just my top 10 list of movies that I think need sequels. Just personal opinion, really. I mean, I know not every movie needs a sequel, and that Hollywood prefers to make sequels to movies that made a lot of money back, but I still feel like if they made sequels to these movies, they would be great ideas. What movies do you think need sequels? Tell me down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, please subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and skadoosh.